Hi guys, this is Omer from MMOHut.com, and I'm doing another quick weekly recap of MMO news and announcements for the week ending May 15th. And as you can see from the video playing in the background, the first piece of news that we're going to take a look at is actually a pretty cool one, and it has to do with a game called Brawl Busters. And the news is that as of May 11, 2011, Rockkeeper Productions, the company behind Microvolts, announced a brand new game called Brawl Busters. And the game is actually a renamed version of a game called Plan B, which was announced originally like 2 years ago, but the game never actually came out. It was available for like a global open beta test for a while, but the game itself never came around to releasing. But now the game is releasing under the name Brawl Busters, and it will be published by Rockkeeper. Now the game itself has no official closed beta date yet, but players can sign up for an upcoming closed beta test. And in the off chance you couldn't tell, the game actually plays a lot like Microvolts. It's a third-person MMO shooter, and it looks really cool. It also plays a little bit like Team Fortress 2 as well. At least some of the characters in the game do. It's cool to see Plan B finally coming out after like 2 years of being stalled, but now it is called Brawl Busters instead of Plan B, but it's still the same exact game. Alright guys, the next bit of news is also a bit exciting, and it comes on May 9th, 2011, and the news is that Faxion Online officially announces a launch date, and that means the game is officially launching on May 26, 2011. When the game does launch on May 26, 2011, UTV True Games, the company behind Faxion Online, will release a patch to add some new content to the game. The game itself has actually been in open beta for a while now, but now the game is moving into full release territory, and again on May 26th. The next bit of news, guys, unfortunately a bit of a sad news actually. The news is that as of May 9th, 2011, Nexon came out and announced that Dragon's Nest, their upcoming 3D action-y fantasy MMORPG, will be delayed. It was originally set to begin its closed beta testing sometime in late May, but now it got pushed back until sometime in June. And there's no exact reason for the delay, but we do know there is a delay. However, the international version of Dragon Nest, which is published by Shanley Games on Cherry Credits, will still begin its closed beta in July. That's still unchanged. Now, the international version of Dragon's Nest, a lot of people have been asking about this. It actually will be available to European users as well. However, the international version was recently renamed to Dragon's Nest C for Southeast Asia. However, they will not be blocking European IP addresses. I do know European IPs cannot play on the Nexon version, so those in Europe can still play on the Shanley Games version, which will be on Cherry Credits. Next up, guys, on May 10th, 2011, Jagex, the company behind RuneScape, came out and announced a brand new game. Though they're not really announcing the game itself, they're actually getting the exclusive rights to publish the game, and it's a game called Herotopia. Apparently a 2D browser-based superhero-themed social MMO. So it's basically a game that plays a lot like Woo's World or Gaia Online, that style of game. And I felt like this was worth mentioning only because it's by Jagex, and you guys all know Jagex from RuneScape. So not sure how many of you guys would be interested in this game, because it does seem like a kids game aimed at definitely a younger audience, but it is yet another one of the social MMOs. And I've personally seen a lot of these social games, and it seems like they're all very similar to each other. But yeah, guys, that's Herotopia. Next up, guys, the next bit of news comes on May 11th, 2011, and of course the news is that Combat Arms is adding a new weapons crafting system into the game on May 18th. You heard me correctly, weapon crafting. Weapon crafting enhancement will be done through an NPC named Bubba Aries. Players who are at a higher level can visit and create new guns through fusing together two regular weapons and special components found in various Combat Arms missions. So I'm not sure how you combine two weapons and magically get a new, more powerful one, but that doesn't matter. These new enhancements will bring a new element to weaponry not available anywhere else in the game, and may include bonuses such as increased range, improved stats, or more power. Now, Combat Arms already has a ton of weapons, and this should definitely help diversify the weapons even more. Nexon plans on releasing this weapon crafting update on May 18th. The next bit of news comes on May 12th, 2011, guys, and the news is that Eden Eternal, that game from Area Games, is set to begin its closed beta sometime in June. And Eden Eternal is actually one of the newest games from Area Games, and is the 3D fantasy anime-inspired MMORPG. Now, the closed beta date is actually on June 2nd, so that's actually coming up pretty soon. During the game's closed beta, the game will feature 12 of its 15 classes during beta, so that's actually really cool, 15 playable classes. Players will also be able to switch between these classes freely as they unlock them, which is actually kind of cool. Once an open beta date is announced, I'll definitely let you guys know, but right now it's just a closed beta date, and that's again June 2nd. Next up, guys, on May 12th, Entry called SG Interactive now released a brand new map for Trickster Online called Snow Hill. The update adds a new high-level zone to the game called Snow Hill, guys, you guessed it, and it includes a new Winter Wonderland themed city called Lap Lanoel, and will bring the charm of Christmas all year round. Every game needs a nice winter-themed city. It doesn't hurt, you know, it's nice to have themed cities in the games. The update also adds a variety of new NPCs to interact with, including Santa Claus and reindeer. New pets are also available in the My Shop, as well as a whole bunch of new quests for players to complete. Up next, guys, TQ Digital announced they'll be adding a brand new subclass to Conquer Online on May 19th, and the new subclass is called the Wrangler. Now, the Wrangler is capable of equipping mounts with Steve garments, which allows mounts to take on new appearances such as deer and tiger. Now, the Wrangler class is in preparation for mounted combat, which allows players to fight on foot as well as on steed. Now, in case you're wondering, the video you're seeing right now has nothing to do with the new Wrangler class, but instead just a simple PvP video. Now, the Wrangler update will go live on May 19th. Well, guys, that's it for MMO news, but as for upcoming games, we have one game to look at, and that is APB Reloaded, which is set to begin its open beta testing on May 18th, 2011. Now, I'm not exactly sure how extensive the open beta will be, but it is beginning on May 18th. Hopefully, it is a real open beta and everyone can actually play on it, but we'll see when May 18th rolls around. Gamers First did promise though they'll keep updating the game after it launches into open beta because there's still a lot of things in the game that apparently need tweaking. And guys, that's it for upcoming games. As for games that recently launched, we have nothing to look at this week. So anyway guys, that's it for MMO news and announcements for the week ending May 15th, 2011. Now if you want to read about or learn more about any of the news mentioned in this video, simply head on over to MMOHut.com/news. If you want to discuss anything in this video, head on over to MMOHut.com/forums. Anyway guys, this is Omer, signing off.